What's up, guys? QuanTrix02 or another figure review, and it's time to hop back into the Spiderverse. Wait a second. What if we're in a multiverse where the Mafex Miles Morales doesn't exist, and instead we've got Sentinels Miles Morales from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Let's get into it. Before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the packaging. I might have to say, man, Sentinel did a hell of a job with this packaging. I love it. It's very comic book centric. Look like it's definitely for the Into the Spider-Verse movie, man. You get to see all the details here. Miles Morales, SV action here, and like the nice classic comic book font. You got these comic book panels here. One for the picture of the figure here, and you get a little bit, it's a little sneak peek of the 3 head sculpts it comes with. You got the Miles unmasked, and then the 2 other Spider-Man head sculpts there, and then of course you got the kicks. You got the off-brand Jordan 1 showing up right here, and then Spider-Ham's mallet. So there's some cool accessories right there. So it says Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. You got Marvel down here. And then at the top, just the logo. At the bottom, you got some unreadables there, some warning stuff. On the side, you have different pictures of the figure here, which is really cool. And then that's the back with just a cool big picture of the figure there, Into the Spider-Verse. Very nice. Kind of reminds me of Hot Toys a little bit there. Just nothing crazy in the back, just shows you the one picture. And then some more pictures of the figure in different poses with different accessories and stuff. Very, very nice. But doesn't matter how nice the packaging is, we got to take a look at the figure. So let's get into it. Here's the figure with everything it comes with out of the package. But before we get into accessories, let's take a look at the figure itself. Alright, guys, and here is Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and from Into the Spider-Verse by Sentinel. This is my first Sentinel action figure. I've never got anything from this company, but I've seen a lot of great things from them. But this was the perfect figure to jump in on, man, because I was really excited to see how this guy compares to the Mafex version of the Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. We're going to get into that. I've taken a little time to really compare the two, so I do my best to tell you which one is the best between the two, man. We're gonna find out here in this review. So first of all, we're gonna take a look at the aesthetics, and even before that, guys, before you even get that, I'm gonna taste right out the bat. The first comparison between the two figures. This guy feels so much better to handle. Like, I don't know I guess if you're a figure collector, you understand this. Like, I feel like the Mafex figure is very fragile in a way. It feels like when you're messing with it, it feels like something could break off on it at any moment. This guy feels very sturdy, very, together. Like, I feel like I can play with this guy and there would be no issues. Like, I feel like I'm not going to break anything, which is a great thing here. So we're going to take a closer look here. I do like the look here. It has a nice texture to the suit. You can see the little textures in the suit here. You can see the lining work for the webbing in the head, and the eyes are very clean as well. They look really good. Nice gloss on the reds here. A little pearlescent on the white on the eyes there. And then you go down to the suit. The symbol, very clean. They did a good job there. That's a very clean symbol right there as well. Also, you can see the texture in the suit, which is really nice. And the texture is in like the actual suit and as well as the webbing, all embossed. Looks great. And that goes down to the arms here and to the hands. Take a look at the back. Same, is also very clean right there as well. So that looks really good. And then, like I say, like Miles' suit isn't really that crazy. Not a lot of stuff going on. But they did a really good job here. And oh, there's the feet, and there's the bottom of the feet right there. And yeah, that's basically it as far as the aesthetics go. But this guy, I feel like the Mafex may be a little more spot on when it comes to actually portraying the character. Even this looks really good too. This is really good. But like I think they have him a little bit thicker here with the Sentinel version. And his neck seems to be a little short. He's kind of like a lot of head and straight to the shoulders. The Miles Morales in the movie had a pretty long neck, and they knelt that pretty well with the Mafex figure. This guy's neck's a little shorter, but I'm not still not going to take points away from him because it still looks really good and really similar to the actual model from the Into the Spiderverse movie. Very close. I think that the Mafex version may have the edge just with the looks, but this guy looks great as well, and it's very fun to actually handle. More than the Mafex version. So with that said, let's get into articulation. Alright, so as far as articulation here, we're going to start at the head, and his head is on a ball peg, so you can they can turn it around 360, you can tilt it left and right, and you know, goes up and down, and then he also has the peg here at the bottom of the neck, which is going to help you get even more range. So look at all that range right there. Boom, he looks up about that much, looks down that much, got your tilt. Pretty freaking good. Come to your shoulders, you have your butterfly joints here, which goes back about this much. If you pull them back too much, it's going to pop out, but there's a reason for that. But yeah, it goes out about that much and goes forward. Very great. So he definitely will be able to cross his chest, which is always what you want with a nice butterfly joint. And also, you know, it's basically one of those, the cup design where there's a ball peg here and there's a cup around it, so you'll be able to spin it around like that and everything, and it hinges, the shoulder hinges up that much, everything. So boom, that's really nice. You have your bicep swivel here, which is works perfectly. That's what it's supposed to do. You have your double jointed elbow, which is amazing, man. You can fold that junk way in, so that is great. The really great double jointed elbow there. Probably the best you're going to get. And this is where the Sentinel is different from any other company I've ever seen. So let's get a little closer up to this. So instead of a ball hinge here, which you see with a lot of import figures, which you'll be able to, you know, there's a ball that that is connected to the wrist here, and there's a hinge. You can hinge the arms back and forth. There is no ball hinge here. This is legit just a regular peg. So pop this off. So see, there's a hole right there. There's a peg at the end of the actual hands here. So you won't be able to hinge the hands, unfortunately. So that may turn a lot of collectors off. But we'll talk more about that once we get to the accessories. We'll talk more about the hands. So let's get back to the actual figure. So let's go to the torso here. So you have a little ab crunch here that crunches about that much forward and this much backwards, and you got your tilt, which is very great tilt left and right, and that just goes all around there. So nice diaphragm crunch here, it's very nice. You got your joint here in the hip, and that can twist that like like so, and you also get articulation there as well, so you can you know, offset how you want to with that, and then lean forward about that much and back about that much. So when you combine the two, you're going to get a lot of great you know, articulation as far as the torso goes, which you need for Spider-Man. It's great, and all this stuff is very tight. It's not, well, not, I wouldn't say it's tight, but it doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything at any time. So that's really good. You get your double ball peg here in the legs here, so he can let's go out about that much. Not complete the splits, but pretty good. And then he can kick up about that much. He can kick back about that much, and of course you can, you know, swivel that right there, swivel in the thigh. So you got your upper thigh swivel, and then you have your double jointed knee. Way better than, probably one of the best double jointed knees you're going to get. And also I love that there's actually sculpted here in the knee here, so it's not, you know, you see a lot of import figures that just says forget sculpting the knee. They actually sculpting the knee, so that's great. Come down to the ankle here, and this is your what you're used to here. This is actually a ball hinge, so you can spin that around. It hinges up about that much, and just back that much, And then you got your ankle pivot. Great pivot. Boom. Great pivot. Goes both ways. And of course, you gotta have it, that toe articulation, which is very nice. So the scheme for this guy, the articulation scheme for this guy, Sentinel did a fantastic job, and he feels very durable. Like I feel comfortable moving around his parts. The wrist part may be a little, some people may have to get used to that if you don't have a Sentinel figure, it's your first one like me. But other than that, man, the articulation scheme is very, very, very nice for this guy. You're going to be able to get him in some great Spider-Man-like poses, which I'll be showing you later in the video. So let's move on to accessories. Alright guys, so now it's time to get into accessories, and man, Sentinel packed in a lot of great stuff here. So we're going to kick it off with the basic stuff, which is the head. So we have 3 different head sculpts for Miles. This is the first one that comes out of the package. Your wide-eyed Spider-Man look. It looks nice, very, like I already talked about it earlier, it looks very clean. So the second head sculpt he has is a winking, well, it's not winking, one eye open, one eye kind of squinched look, like he's confused about something. I really like this one as well. This is nice. And the last head sculpt is the unmasked Miles head sculpt, which looks very nice and looks better than it did in the promotional material for this figure. It looks a lot more on model, and I think they did a very good job there. And it's nicely painted here. I would like to have another expression for this, but this is actually pretty good as well. So nice detail with the fro. Side profile looks pretty great. Looks really good. Miles comes with 6 pairs of hands and 2 extra right hands for accessories, and we're going to get into that right now. So this is the fist that comes with him out of the package. Very nice. He comes with a pair of relaxed hands. Comes with a pair of gripping hands for holding items such as the mallet. So I guess I'll just show you the mallet since we got it here, which is very nice. This is the Spider-Ham mallet. It's got some little paint in there for like the wood. It's a nice black wash in there, so I like that. Very nice. And basically you just unplug the handle from the actual mallet piece, and then slip the hand over that and peg it back in, and there you go. You can do some crazy cartoon, Looney Tune-ish attacks with Miles Morales. And this is a pair of open palm wall crawling hands. You can see how the arms, not the arms, the fingers are bent. This is meant for crawling on walls and doing stuff like that. These look nice, and I guess this is the perfect time to point out, like I said, like these wrist pegs are not ball hinges, so you can't articulate and adjust how you want to, but they have them already in a pre bent pose here, so you don't have to worry about, oh man, how will I be able to do the crawl the crawling poses, but they already actually designed that way, so they're already bent for you to do that, if you know what I mean. So obviously I would have loved to have the option to hinge it myself, but at least they thought about that. And yeah, so a lot of the hands are like this. And these are the second pair of open palm hands. These more just action oriented hands, your typical action oriented hands, which they look pretty good as well. You knew they were coming. You can't have a Spider-Man figure without thwipping hands, so here are the thwipping hands. They have these webs already attached to the hands. They come pre-attached, and I don't think they can be removed, and that is very unfortunate. I'm not really a fan of that. I'd rather kind of have the option of having it with the web or without the web, and this one you're kind of stuck. I tried to see if I could pull that little peg off of the hand, but I pulled it and I feel like it's not supposed to do that, and I don't want to break the webbing, so I'm just gonna leave it how it is. So that's unfortunate that you can't just have the whipping hands without the web. They're kind of just pre-attached, already attached to it, but they look good at least. So. And you have one right cell phone holding hand, which I don't understand. Like, you have a lot of this stuff like a couple accessories that are just attached. The accessory is just attached to the hand. This probably should have been one of them because this is a very small accessory. And Miles, even though he's holding it pretty well, he doesn't grip it that well. So if your figure takes a tumble while he's holding this, you're probably gonna lose this little cell phone accessory. But it is cool. It's just a black square. There's nothing on the back, no little symbol or nothing. But there is an actual screen with text on it. I have no idea what it says because my eyes are not that great. You guys know I wear glasses, so I can't even see what the freak it says. But it's a nice little accessory. It's going to be hard to keep up with, and hopefully it doesn't get eaten by the carpet monster. Next, it comes with another right hand, which is attached to the spray can accessory. So this is all one piece here, and you see his little finger is on the nozzle here for the spray. So you want to do some cool like graffiti and stuff. You have an accessory for that, so that looks pretty nice. It's just a white can, but it's painted pretty well. That's the bottom of it. Looks pretty good. And the next accessory is the swinging web, which looks very similar to the Mafex version, but this one is a little bit more like a harder plastic, so it's not very, bendable and stuff. But it looks pretty nice. It's just basically just a nice white color, but at least it gets the job done. We only get one of them, but it looks pretty good. So there's that. There you go. You can see a better look at that. Was kind of clashing with the background there. There you go. Next mouse comes with these headphone accessories. They're no Beats by Dre, but they are pretty nice. Just some black headphones, little gray here, also painted very well. They sit right on his head. It's pretty good. Next, we're going to talk about probably the accessories that everybody wants to know about when it comes to this figure. As we all know, when it comes to the Mafex version of Miles Morales, when it comes to the casual wear, the hoodie and the shorts and the J's, or the off-brand J's for in this instance, everything is basically soft goods. So you had a soft good jacket, you had a soft good hood, soft good shorts. But for the Sentinel version, they decided to go hard plastic, just regular old hard plastic. So we have to swap out all the parts to get this look. So we're gonna do that. So I have to say, man, like I said, this figure is very nice. I'm not scared to try to take off parts. Everything comes off very easily, and attaches very well as well. So when you're taking that stuff off, don't be afraid. I don't feel like any of my parts are gonna break, but let's just get into it here. So we're gonna take a look at the jacket here first. So this is the little jacket piece without the sleeves. Very nice, but it's a hard process. So one thing I don't like about this thing is that it's kind of just stuck in this kind of action-oriented look here with the he's doing something action. If he's just standing still, it's gonna look weird. Same thing with the little the drawstrings here. You can't really articulate them or anything, and they're kind of just there in this pose, which kind of sucks. But that's basically how that looks. So there's that. And then you have the hands here, as well as the arms here, I should say. The arms were pretty nicely detailed. You can see like the different wrinkles and stuff in the arms, double jointed elbows as well. And you just peg the hands into those right there, so that looks pretty nice. You get two types of hoods. You have his hood when it's up. So there you have it, and you also have it when it's, there that goes, when it's down as well, which is pretty nice as well. And then you have the legs here, which just attach the torso and plug it into this, and these are how the jean or the shorts look right there. They're kind of a softer plastic at the bottom here, and then you have the thigh inside of there, which swivels around very nicely, so you get full mobility in there, and you can twist it as well. So a lot of mobility there, and you just take the knee, take it off from the knee, and you plug that in there, and you get, that's how you connect that piece. Just the back of it right there at the belt. And then you have the sneakers, man. You got the J's without the Nike. but they look nice as well. So that's how that looks. You're probably wondering where are the actual laces? Well, they actually give you options for the laces. So I'm gonna show you that in a second. You're probably asking yourself, what the heck are these things? Well, these are the shoelaces for the sneakers. So you have they actually give the option to have the laces tied or untied, and that's pretty cool. But I feel like this is something is accessory that's going to be just like the cell phone. It's going to be really easy to lose. But it's cool that you have the option. There actually is a peg hole in the J's here, the Air Force Ones, or the generic Air Force Ones, I should say, or I should say Jordan ones, I should say. There's a peg right here, and you just plug the shoelaces into the peg, and that's how that looks right there. A cool accessory, but I could definitely been okay with just having one or the other. Probably definitely the lace version, because I'm probably never going to have them displayed with the laces untied like this. But it's a cool option. Alright guys, so I took the time and swapped out everything, and this is the final look for the more casual look for Spider-Man. So like I said, you just take off the ball peg off of the shoulders here, take off the bottom part of the waist, and then the knees and the feet, and plug everything in, and boom, you have your secondary look here. And I have to be completely honest, guys, I am not really a fan of this look. The plastic just isn't doing it justice here. I think Mafex has it beat when it comes to this look. This just does not look that great to me. There should have been options to have the action look with the jacket being swept in the wind, and then a more relaxed look. Like having them just stand here like this with that just looks weird, man. And then the plastic hood just not being able to rest on the actual head. Like look at that space in between the hood and the head. Like it's nothing you can do about that. That's just how it looks, unfortunately. But your articulation, everything is there. I mean, another big thing I don't like is that you can't rest because of how the jacket is. You can't rest the arms. The arms are just like automatically just in that, like, out. You can't rest his shoulders, his arms, down in a relaxed pose. They're kind of just stuck like this. So I'm not really a big fan of that. But like I said, the articulation is there. I also been having trouble plugging the hood, both pieces, both options, into this peg. It just will not go into the peg. I've tried multiple times here to get it in there. Oh, now it wants to work. For this one, actually works. But yeah, that's the look though. It even looks worse. It looks worse like that. Like it's just not. Doesn't look great. All right, let's try the other hood. Hold on, real quick. So I was having issues with this earlier. Put that against there, and then try to plug it up into the hole. It's still. I'm still struggling. It won't really go, but this one won't at least. But that's how that looks without the hood down. Oh, that's how it looks. Yeah, I don't really like this look that much for this particular figure. This plastic look does not look that great. I really like the sneakers. So the sneakers are great. I like how there's more articulation here. Like they have there's for the actual high top piece there is like separate from the actual ankle, which is nice. And these actually have articulation here, toe articulation, unlike the Mafex version. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, not really feeling this look, man. Not really feeling this look for this figure. Definitely, I'm taking the Mafex soft goods over this anytime. But it's cool to have a different option though. Alright, it's size comparison time. Trying to compare this figure to other figures from other lines. Well, let's just get straight to it, guys. This is what a lot of people have come to this video for, and we're going to get right to it, man. The difference between the Mafex version on your right and the Sentinel version on your left. Size-wise, they are just about the same size, so that is cool. They're interchangeable there. But guys, we're talking about this casual look. Mafex has it beat. The soft goods just look better, in my opinion. They just look a lot better than the Sentinels plastic version. Just it is what it is when it comes to that. But when it comes to just the regular Spider-Man look, I think the Sentinel has a beat. I just like the deco. I like how this figure feels. Just feels more solid. Feels more like I can mess around with it more. So in that instance, Sentinels win. But it's really depends on what look you're looking for. If you're looking for the regular Spider-Man look without all the extra casual stuff on it, I'm going Sentinel. But you're gonna display your Spider-Man with the jacket and the J's and the shorts. Go Mafex. It's that simple. Like, it's really that simple for me at least. But they do both look pretty good, and they both have their pros and both have their cons. But you be the factor. You decide which one you want to go with. But here's that. Alright, so I decided to pair the other two Miles Morales figures in my collection. These are basically all four of the Miles I have currently in my collection. So starting from to the left to right, we have the Marvel Legends Kid Miles Morales. This is the first release, not the 2-pack. This is the original release. Obviously, beside that, you have Sentinel. Beside that, you have the Mafex Into the Spiderverse Miles. And then beside that one, all the way on the right hand side, you have the adult Miles Morales, also made by Mafex. Here he is next to Mafex Peter B. Parker. Also looks really good together. Here he is next to Marvel Legends Angry Hugh Jackman, as well as Black Series Bo-Katan. Here he is beside Figma's Deku, or Izuku Midoriya. And as well as on the right hand side, you have SH Figure Arts Saiyan Race on Earth Son Goku. Here he is beside Mafex Hush Batman Catwoman. And on the right hand side, you have the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Cable. Here's beside the Metascope 1/12 Blade and the Marvel Select Thanos. Overall, Sentinels Miles Morales from Into the Spiderverse is a excellent figure. If you're looking for a different type of figure outside of the Mafex version, maybe that one didn't catch you, then this guy is probably going to do it for you. Now, I'm not saying this guy is perfect. He is not perfect. And to be honest, the Mafex version does some things right, and the Sentinel version does some things right. Personally, I'm leaning more to the Sentinel version only because of the actual figure, the sculpt in the Spider-Man suit. This figure just feels better to mess around with. I just like the way it looks better than the Mafex. Well, Mafex one just seems kind of fragile, while this one feels like it's actually a durable figure that is fun to actually play around with. I've had so much more fun. It was way less frustrating messing around with this guy compared to the Mafex version, which was at times, even though that was fun too, but at times it could be a real pain because things would just fall off. And I don't get that with this one. This one, where everything works the way it's supposed to. Now, the only con I have is the more casual look with the plastic versions of the shorts, Jordans, and the jacket. I'm just not a fan of that. When it comes to that, I'm going Mafex all the way. I just like how that looks. It just feels better. It looks better. The plastic version is just in this action pose. Like, it's just, no matter if you're trying to do like a more relaxed pose for Miles, it's just not gonna look right because the jacket is swept in the wind, and that's unfortunate. I wish there was more options with that, but it is what it is when it comes to that. But man, this guy is definitely a winner, man. This is my first Sentinel figure, and I am thoroughly pleased with it, man. I mean, some people may not like the whole peg with the wrist not being a ball hinge, but I've got used to it, and at least they put the hands that are supposed to be like turned up and stuff. They put it in that pose, so there's never really an issue in my opinion. But I can see how people would dislike that. But this guy is definitely a winner and could be possibly a figure of the year candidate, man. I had a really fun time playing with this guy, and he just looks great. He feels great. Everything's great other than those plastic casual wear parts. Everything other than that, this guy is solid, man. I'm giving him 2 thumbs ups for sure. So this guy is pretty half the price, man. He's a little expensive on the expensive side, but just like the Mafex, if you're getting the Mafex version, then you know what to expect price wise. I got mine from Amiami, but if you I think it may still be available on Amiami, but if you want to wait for the the release in America, wait until next month when it'll be showing up at stores like Big Bad Toy Store. And then, yeah, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you liked it, please smash the like button. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel for more figure reviews. Also, hit that bell icon. You get notified every time I put up a new video. And with that said, guys, I will see you in the next one. Stay gold, everybody. Peace.